Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Thursday, August 29th. August 29th. This year is flying by. It's incredible. Life is flying by. August 29th, 2024, people. Pre-market report. We have a lot to cover here. Let's start off with this. So last night, after band practice, I get a text message from one of the band members with a video of rehearsal. Now, I had no idea that Barry's wife, the drummer, was recording this. The quality of the video is really bad, but so what? It's a lot of fun. We would jam into Rock and Roll Night by Kiss, and it looks like a lot of you thought it was pretty cool, and it was pretty cool. We're getting our act together. I will put out more videos like that for all of you. It seems like you like it, so hey man, I'm all about that. So anyway, people, let's do this. Let's talk about what's going on here, because I see things here for all of us that are just, what I'm all about is opportunity. You all know that. And solutions. You and I have talked about solutions for this economic nightmare that we are in. Never happened. You all know that. We're being sold the same story. Trickle-down economics. Let's make the rich richer and more powerful, and we're all going to do better. It's not working. People are getting destroyed. And let me just show you right off the back. Where's the proof? Here's Dollar General this morning. Dollar General shares are cratering. And according to the CEO here, they are stating that consumers are financially constrained. They're done. They're maxed out. Credit card debt, household debt, personal debt keeps soaring here. And you understand what's going on here. This is a deconstruction. It's deliberate. Nothing's by accident. And again, stop thinking that the United States is the center of the world here, or the universe. This is not just a phenomenon in the United States, people. This is a worldwide phenomenon. People are being crushed to death, being forced to live under the rulership of central banks, and they have a mission that they're fulfilling, unfortunately. So let's talk about this. So anyway, consumers being destroyed, absolutely wiped out. But meanwhile, we get this piece of propaganda yesterday. Remember this one? Consumer optimism is soaring. They're just loving it. Yeah, right. That's why Dollar General is falling to the floor right now. But look, what can we take away from this? If we understand what you and I have been talking about since, I guess, time immemorial, that the faster that this economy comes down around the world, the higher world stock markets are going to go. The promise of easy money is making investors literally high. I don't know another way to put it here. There's going to be so much easy money pumped into this system. Again, emergency monetary policy. We're supposed to be doing fantastic. You can't make this stuff up here. The lies, the distractions, the deceptions, the look here, the don't look over there. But you and I know exactly where to look. And that's what I'm talking about here. So let them play their games. As you and I have said for 10 freaking years, we're going to play our games too. And we can play better because we're smarter than they are. You know we are. Okay, period, the freaking end. Now that we got NVIDIA out of the way here, it's astonishing how the market focuses on one company. What's NVIDIA going to do? I mean, you can't make this stuff up here. Pre-market right now, it's lower. Lions, if you did happen to go short NVIDIA, pull your profit at the open, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, this is a buying opportunity to get longer NVIDIA. So if you got short and you got a profit here, pull it. If you're greedy and you think it's going to go lower, hey, you know what? You might be right. But I'm telling you right now that a bird in the hand is better than a dozen in the bush here. So pull your profit and sit tight, because I'm going to tell you right now, people, we are in the midst of something epic, absolutely epic. And again, this channel, it's not a doomer channel. Those of you who think this is, you're totally disconnected from reality. What we're doing here, me and my pride of Lions, is coming up with solutions to keep ourselves ahead of this whole thing. And it's just too damn easy. I've been telling you this forever now. So if we understand again that the economy is coming apart faster, and faster. If we understand that with regard to easy money being pumped into this system and the calls for more easy money, by presidential selectees here that are obviously working for the Federal Reserve. You can't make this stuff up if you try to. What we're about to see is really going to be a game changer in many, many ways. Central banks around the world coordinating with world leaders to pull more cash into the now, to hyperinflate the debt, to devalue the currency, to artificially suppress rates. You know exactly where I'm going with this. So with regard to this stock market, again, if you believe that some event is going to occur before the presidential selection here in the United States, I think you're way off base here. The illusion of the market is going to be maintained. More easy money is going to get pumped into it than you can imagine, as I just said. So we're looking for opportunities to buy the market and buy other things as well. Let's talk more about this too. So with regard to this market, from my lions that are in the market with me, and I know a lot of you are actually literally in with me in JEPI, building a position in JEPQ. Hold your fire. Hold your fire. I've been telling you this for, I don't know, at least the last week. Hold your fire. Let's build up, believe it or not, a cash position now. That's what we're doing. That's what I am doing right now. I don't want to be in cash. I hate being in cash. It's the worst place to be, period. But I see opportunity here. Now let's talk about that. This is the MMRI from this morning. It does look like we are bottoming out here and maybe bouncing. So what this tells me is we're seeing a little bit of stability here. We had this cratering with regard to the 10-year yield, the dollar. Now we're seeing it stabilize just a little bit. I'd like to see that happen a little bit. Let the market digest what just happened with regard to the Fed buying it all. Again, these are not just squiggly lines, people. You're witnessing in real time what the Fed's doing. This downward trajectory here. The Fed's buying all the debt. The Fed's weakening the currency. We haven't seen anything yet. Wait till they make the announcement. They're already doing it. Mortgage rates at like a 16-month low, 2-year low right now. They're not lowering rates, but mortgage rates are falling off of a cliff. Duh. I mean, come on, man. People have to be told, again, like they're infantile entities, what's going on. They don't have the intellect. I guess people don't believe that. Those that want to be your overlords, that you possess the intelligence to actually believe your eyes. Okay, well, that's what's going on. But I want to see this stabilize a little bit. I do maybe even want to see a little bit of a bounce here. This, to me, that we're seeing some stabilization here is a sign that we need to, again, hold our fire, wait for the Fed to make the announcement, see how the market reacts. If, in fact, the market drops after the announcement, you know how Wall Street works, people. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay, if this is a sell the news moment, I think that's going to be an opportunity of a lifetime. And I intend, and I am already, putting powder away. I'm keeping powder dry. I am not going to pull the trigger. I am not going to pull the trigger on a dip in this market. You and I have been buying these dips for years, every single one, to say the least. I mean, really, people, I'm just laughing here. But have we ripped the face off of this thing? I think we have. And so we're going to sit back. We're going to hold our fire until the announcement. This is in September. Okay, so sit back, build a cash position. I hate cash positions. You know that. But I think right now that's what we need to do. Sit back, wait for that opportunity. Where else is opportunity, people? You know what I'm going to tell you? It's in commodities. And it's in commodities. It's in commodities. And yes, it's in commodities here. The more debt that the world is flooded with, the more that rates are suppressed, the more cash that is pushed into the stock market via this mechanism. That's all it does. Artificially suppressed rates opens up a doorway for cash to make its way into the stock market. Everybody knows this, okay? Everybody in the market, anyone who understands the market knows how this works. This is why central banks, the Fed, got in here with QE1 back in '08, pumping cash into the system, opening up that doorway to reinflate the stock market bubble, which we're in now. This is beyond belief. And of course, a real estate hyper bubble as well. Why do you think that Donald Trump was calling for negative rates during his tenure? Why do you think that Donald Trump was calling for a weaker dollar during his tenure? Because he realized it would help the 1 and 2 percenters and it would foster the illusion of prosperity. Okay? You were lied to. Did you buy it? I guess you did. We had no economy back then. We haven't had an economy in many, many years here. It's the 2008 meltdown. That's when this all ended. Obama jumped in here, helped the Fed pump the system. Trump took that right over and did it to a greater degree. Okay? And then Biden, of course, did the same thing here. These people are, they're Satan incarnates themselves. That's really the truth, and they're working for the enemy. The enemy is the Federal Reserve. They don't work for you. We're being destroyed. They're selling you the same thing, trickle-down economics. You know that. We don't need trickle-down economics. We don't need to make the rich richer and more powerful. We need to empower ourselves. Does that make sense to you, or you really do want to make the rich richer and more powerful? Because that's what we're hearing right out of Kaka Kamala's mouth and right out of Trump's mouth, because they're promising you low rates and a weaker dollar. How does that help you again? It doesn't, okay? We need higher rates. We need a stronger currency. But they're not going to tell you that because they think you're too dumb. I know you're not that dumb. I know you're probably among the smartest people that exist. If you follow this blog, that's the truth, at least from a financial standpoint. And more so than that, mentally, physically, spiritually, people, we got this all covered. You know that, okay? And that's our strength. Our strength comes from there, from the Almighty. You all know that as well. Anyway, let's put that aside for now. So the opportunities are everywhere. Not only do we have an opportunity, you and me, my lions, to buy this market, because even though it doesn't make any sense, there's no market. You know that. I've told you this already. It's just a distortion. That's what we have. Instead of calling this a market, we need to call this a distortion. The price action here of not just the stock market, but of assets across the board is getting more distorted, and it will continue to get more distorted. The central banks are in here buying it all. They're buying it all. They're not allowing the market to do its one and only job, and that is to determine fair market value. When you have central banks doing what they're doing right now, none more so than the Fed, and what they're about to do, what they're about to unleash on the world, easing money like we've never seen. Okay? We're supposed to be in an economic boom right now. Then why are they instituting emergency monetary policy, quantitative easing? You notice that word is missing from every single propaganda ministry, CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business. They don't say quantitative because then people would think. Maybe they would. I don't know. Maybe they don't know what the word means. Look it up for yourself. Quantitative easing is emergency monetary policy. They're talking about easing. They're talking about rate cuts. They think you're that dumb. The mainstream media gets all their scripts directly from the central banks, in this case the Fed. They control the flow of information. You understand that? They control everything. We've been told by people like Alan Greenspan, former Fed President Alan Greenspan, chairperson. He said, the Fed is above the government. They are the government, period. You understand? It's not the Trumps, the Bidens, whoever the freak they want to throw in front of us. No, they don't matter at all. They're frankly worthless. All they are is just a spokesperson to keep the people divided. But not me and you. We're coming together. They want to spread hatred and division. Good, let them do that because that's what they're being told to do. You and me, we're going to do the polar opposite of that. We're going to come together. We're going to unify. So with regard to what's about to happen here, people, I can't tell you how on sale commodities already are and what we're about to see moving forward. And I keep getting people, Greg, do you mean to say that gold and silver and commodities are going to fall in price? There's always going to be this up and down movement here. But the more debt they pump into the system, the more that we hear about promises of lower rates out of Trump's mouth, out of Kamala's mouth. That means the Fed's got to get in here and buy more debt. You understand? And that makes the central bank stronger, exponentially stronger. They already are at the pinnacle of power. Could you only imagine what's going to happen down the line here when they reach beyond the epitome of power here? They already think they're like God. You understand? And they're using their power here, and they're having it messaged right out of the mouth of people like Donald Trump, right out of people like Kamala Harris, whatever the freak her name is, creature. Okay, you understand? They're creatures. They're not even human. They don't possess a single human quality. Why? Because all they can do is they lie, and then they try to cover up those lies. Oh, don't worry about it. This is why I did that. Oh, don't worry about it. This is why I did this. You understand? You're being deceived, and that comes from a specific place. Deceptions, lies, distractions, falsehoods. Sound familiar to all of you? Should sound familiar to all of you, because we've been foretold this forever. It's unfolding right before your eyes, in case you're still asleep. But anyway, so if we understand that the market's going higher, much higher, at least until the selection, okay, what are we going to do? We're going to wait, we're going to hold our fire, but we're staying long in the market. We're going to look for an opportunity to buy. You know when that is. I will tell you when I'm doing it. You want to follow my lead? Up to you. All right. Commodities. Commodities could bounce around, absolutely, but the more the debt inflates, the more central banks suppress rates, okay, the more on sale commodities go. The prices may go up, okay, but that means they're just more on sale than they were last time based upon global debt. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. I also see people the same opportunity I've been telling you about for I don't know how freaking long. And yes, it's in cryptocurrency. Let's put Bitcoin President Trump aside. Let's put him aside. Both him and Kamala right now appear to be on the same page with cryptocurrency right now. That's no coincidence. That's no coincidence. They're being told to do this as well, obviously. They are the puppets. Okay? Trump, puppet, number one. Kamala, puppet, number two. They're puppets. They're having their strings pulled. We all know that. Okay? At least you should know that. Unless, of course, you're brain dead. And you believe in this thing that no longer exists, which is very possible. And these are the people that are going to lose the most. These are the people going to be hurt the most. And unfortunately, I'm trying to help everybody. But that's the truth. Anyway, cryptocurrency is an opportunity as well. Period. It should sound reasonable to you that what I'm saying, eventually we are going to get a meltdown in this market, and that's why they're pumping the system right now. They're pumping it up to lead up to that grand finale that you and I know is coming. We're already in a full-blown crisis, people. I don't have to tell you that. And this is worldwide. Get out of your America box. Those of you that this is an American issue. This is a worldwide problem here. That should tell you something. We have disease processes, wars, expanding wars, death, pain, suffering. You think that isn't affecting you? Of course it is. What happens in one other part of the world affects all of us. Why? Because we are all connected via the divine. You understand what I'm saying? And there's going to be a terrible, terrible price to pay for that. I can promise you that. And unfortunately, I think we're living in this nightmare because people have become disconnected on so many levels. But we won't even go there either. Anyway, look, people. If we understand that this thing is coming apart, as we have said would happen for I don't know how long ago, if we realize the game that is being played on us here, do you see the opportunity that I see? It's everywhere. 95% of the population has no idea what's going on. They don't know what they're doing or why they're doing it. You and me are part of the elite, okay? The elite, at least from an intellectual standpoint. And we can see through the nonsense. We can see through it all. And that gives us an amazing edge. And I want us all to take advantage of it here. And I think we've laid out our case. And the beauty of this is we've already been on this course now for years. And we are not going to deviate. Nothing that I can imagine right now is going to make us deviate from our current plan because we are hedged across the board. They can do whatever they want. They can throw whatever they want at us. If you are in the same spots as I am, and I believe most of you are, because I'm an open book, you all know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. I don't know, man. It's too obvious to me. All right, people, look, I want to hear from you. I really, really do. Nvidia's out of the way. Good. Let's see what happens here. This is a buying opportunity. Hold your fire. Let's wait. Let's sit back. Commodities on sale, and they're going more on sale moving forward here. All we're waiting for is the eventual event that they're going to pull off, whether it's going to be some type of new disease process, warp speed, bioweapon, war combination, that or something else. It doesn't matter what they do. We got it covered. And I love that. It makes me sleep well at night, honestly. All right, with that said, people, please don't miss out on any of these opportunities. I know I went off the deep end yesterday, my post-market. I got really upset. I had people asking me what they should do with regard to how to play NVIDIA, what they should do with regard to Donald J. Trump stock, people getting decimated, losing pretty much their, people, look, man, just stop with all this. Okay, the hype, the nonsense here, promises and believing that one particular person is going to make you rich because they have you back. How did that work out for you? That listened to Donald Trump when he said buy your stock when it was like $40. It's now been cut in half. And it's got nowhere to go here but lower. Sure, it could bounce around, but the fair value for DJT, that's the ticker, DJT, is $9 at best. So you decide what you want to do with that. At $9, I can tell you the truth, I don't even know if I'd buy it. I was talking to Brian, who's the lead vocalist of our little band that you saw yesterday here, and Pork Rolls, what he goes by here, and he gave me this piece of silver yesterday. Dude, you're the greatest, man. I love you so much. I mean that. Dude, all of you out here, I love you all so much. We're a family, man. We are a family. And I'm proud to say that, a worldwide family of people who can rely on each other. People who can depend on each other. Guaranteed. All right, look, I'm out of here. People, if you got something out of this video, I want to hear from you. If you didn't, I want to hear from you too. You got something out of this video? Please share it. Get it out there. Give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate that. But people, opportunity abounds. It abounds. And it's times like these where some people, that's you and I, are going to allow the system to work for us and not against us, because they're trying to wipe us out. And they're being very successful at this. People are being destroyed. You know that. I'm not going to let that happen on my watch. If I have any say in this whatsoever, it ain't going to happen. And I will never let you down. You know that. Never. All right, that's it. I'll see you later. 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for my live stream. I really hope to see you there. Till we meet again, people, take care of yourselves and each other.